The fact that Vedic astrology is real is kind of crazy. And if I didn't have back-to-back experiences that proved it, I likely wouldn't be believing it now. And the fact that I can just pull up these charts and see the things I see, or reverse engineer dates of events in my past and how it lines up magically, it almost feels like it's a video game. It almost feels like life isn't real, the fact that this works. But it does work. And so it's not my fault astrology is real, don't blame me. And if you want to say, oh, astrology is fake, I don't believe in it, just because you haven't had any experiences yet. It doesn't mean you can't have experiences, which you can have experiences. I just got a little bit lucky. You know, I was graced by the universe. I was blessed to have been shown what I've seen. And so you just plug in your birthday and birth time into a chart generator, and like in the past you had to do a lot of mathematical calculations to write a chart by hand. Now that we have technology, we can just print it up immediately, which is also crazy. It's like, I know right now the concept is completely foreign to most people, but now that astrology is a big part of my life, it feels like the average person is operating on this extremely primitive level. It's like explaining Wi-Fi to somebody 500 years ago. And so a massive amount of geese just flew over me just now, like more geese than I've ever seen in my life. But anyway, the life communicates with you every single moment. So I wonder what that means. And so the universe is always communicating with you, and astrology just makes it a lot more clear. And so what I was saying, like the average person operates on such a primitive level. It's like explaining the internet to somebody from 1,000 years ago. Like, that's like witchcraft, right? And so explaining astrology to somebody today, it's like completely insane to the average person because you haven't seen it before. And why is it only just now that Vedic astrology is a thing? Well, we didn't have access to this information before the internet. Like the average person couldn't get this information in a library or anything. This Vedic knowledge is extremely rare, but now we can access it in modern day. And all the astrology that was here before Vedic astrology is all BS because it was the Western astrology. And most of the influence for the New Age Western community has been watered down, and it's not sacred anymore. But the Vedic astrology is another level. Here's the thing, most Vedic astrologers are still operating on a very surface level. Like, you look up Vedic astrology on YouTube, and 99% of them are still not good to listen to because they're just reading stuff out of books. They're overly confident without proving anything. They're saying the same stuff over and over that everybody else is saying. It's nothing original. So I only trust Kapil Raj because he's the only one who's made accurate predictions in my life, on YouTube at least. And with the readings he's given me, it's been great. And he teaches astrology much differently than the average person, and he also studies it more deeply than the average astrologer. And so he's not just saying stuff out of books, he's like actually learning through first-hand experience. A lot of these astrologers, they give readings, but they never learn. Like, I've met people who are learning astrology, and I'd get them to give my friends reading, and they say all this BS to my friends for an hour straight. I'm like, bro, you didn't ask my friend a single question. You just started studying astrology. How can you tell this person that they're this and that and all these things? You have to ask them questions. All you should be doing as an astrologer, unless you've given 1,000 readings before, is ask questions. Talk about things in terms of probably and maybe, instead of speaking in absolute terms.